All right, today we're diving into something pretty wild. It's a real-world case study of a company that was dreamed up, designed, coded, and even marketed almost entirely by AI. And no, this isn't some far-off prediction. This is happening right now. So let's start with the core idea here. The claim is that AI can replace an entire startup team, that a single person with basically no money and zero coding skills can build a whole digital business. Sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, this case study shows us how the rules of the game are completely changing. And this slide just lays it all out so perfectly. On one side, you've got the old way, the traditional startup team. You know, a dozen people, huge salaries, a ton of money. And on the other side, the AI-first model. Just one person acting like a director, an orchestrator, leading a whole suite of AI tools to do all the heavy lifting. So how in the world is this even possible? It's easy to make a big claim, but let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's break down exactly what roles the AI played to build this company from scratch.
Okay, so first up, the AI basically became the company's business strategist. I mean, it didn't just spit out a random idea. It actually validated the market, helped figure out the brand's unique spot, chose the name, and even mapped out the entire technical plan for the platform.
Then it put on its creative director hat. The AI came up with logo ideas, wrote taglines, and figured out the brand's whole personality and voice. And get this, it even composed a theme song for the company. Literally every piece of the brand identity was built with AI. Now this is where things get really mind-bending. The AI then became a full-stack developer. It gave advice on the website's design and user experience, and then it wrote the actual code. We're talking HTML, CSS, even the back-end PHP. And what happened when there were bugs? It just debugged its own work. Incredible. And just when you think it's done, once the entire platform was built, the AI transformed into a full-on marketing department. It did competitor research, came up with SEO strategies, and then wrote all the content, from blog articles to social media posts, to get the company noticed. And this was the orchestra itself. See, it wasn't just one single master AI doing everything. It was a whole collection of specialized tools working together. You had the main conductors, like ChatGPT and Gemini, directing other AI specialists for coding, for creative stuff, and for research. And all of it was guided by that one human orchestrator. All right, so that's the how. We know how it was built. But what about the what? What kind of company did this AI orchestra actually manage to create? Well, the final product is a company called Professionals Lobby. It's a really smart, high-tech platform for the UAE market. Think of it like an intelligent matchmaker. It connects businesses that have a specific problem with top-tier professional consultants who can actually solve it. And hey, don't think this is some simple little website. The AI built a massive, multilingual platform. We're talking over 300 unique pages, packed with expert articles, detailed service pages, and huge resource lists. This thing is a beast, a serious enterprise-level digital asset. And the way it works is just beautifully simple. A business explains what it needs, the platform's own AI analyzes everything, and then boom, it gives you a short list of perfectly matched, pre-vetted experts. It's all about efficiency and cutting out the risk. And look at the range here. It's not just one niche. It covers everything from super complex tech projects and AI strategy to tax advice and even real estate matching. This entire ecosystem was built by and is managed through the platform that AI created. So this brings us to the most crucial point, the money. Building something that's complex must cost an absolute fortune, right? Well, this is where the story takes its most dramatic turn. Okay, so if you were going to build this platform the old-fashioned way in the UAE, hiring developers, designers, writers, the whole shebang, a conservative guess would put the cost somewhere between 300,000 and 450,000 dirhams. Using this AI-first model, that cost was slashed by over 90%. Just let that sink in for a moment. A 90% reduction in the cash you need to launch a really sophisticated digital company. And you can see it right here, side by side, exactly where those savings came from. On the left, you've got all these huge traditional salary costs. On the right, with the AI-first model, those costs basically vanish, replaced by a few monthly AI tool subscriptions. The whole economic model gets flipped on its head. And that's the real game changer here. It's not just about saving a buck. This is about a brand new way of thinking about business. That massive financial wall that has stopped so many great ideas from ever seeing the light of day, it's starting to crumble. Okay, so let's pull back for a second and think about what this all really means. What does a case study like this tell us about the future of entrepreneurship for everyone? Well, the implications are huge. This isn't just a one-off story. It's a blueprint for any solo founder or small business that wants to compete with the big guys. We're moving into what you might call the AI coworker era, where our job shifts from being the worker to being the orchestrator of these incredibly smart systems. I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. For decades, the biggest thing standing in the way of a great idea was the cost and the technical skill needed to build it. This shows that AI isn't here to replace our ambition, it's here to finally get rid of the barriers that have always held it back. So we end on this thought. All the old excuses, not enough money, can't code, don't have a team, they're starting to disappear. The traditional barriers are just evaporating. So the only real limit left is the creativity and the drive behind your idea. The question is no longer, can you build it? The question is, what will you build?